Shalom, beloved family. It's your girl Sophia Spiritualite, formerly known as Hotep Sophia, also known as Dominique Rebel, and we are here for our weekly cosmic weather and tarot report. Of course, I'm going to try and do these on Sunday morning, Shemesh mornings, just because then I can do look at the coming week too and kind of give you a preview. But we're just going to do a quick prayer, open it up. I'll go through the cosmic weather forecast, and then we'll do a 5 card pull like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to see kind of, or beginning of the week, sometime Monday through Friday to see what's going on. So first, all praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Enoch, Moses, and Solomon. We ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few moments so that we are able to get some messages that will help us to better manage our emotions for this week, so that we can be in better service to you in the kingdom. To the earthly mother, we thank you for always being with us and guiding us along the path. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahweh and his perfect example. And to the angels, to our personal guardian angels, to the archangels, to the Council of 12, to the Council of 24, to the 42 letter name of the Most High, to the 72 letter name of the Most High, to the 144 letter name of the Most High, to the 216 angels that sit atop the tree of life, to the angels whose names we know, to the angels whose names we do not know, to the entire administration of angels. We ask you to come be with us for just a few moments and give us some messages that will help us to better navigate through this week. We think you guys are doing a great job. And of course, as you keep this covenant with us, we will report back to the Most High and let him know that you have done these things for us. We appreciate all of your hard work. And again, thank you for your service to the kingdom. All right, so let's take a look. The reason why I'm doing this weather report, it is about 10:38 in the morning. Between 6 a.m. and noon, that's pretty much the last good time period. So I'm going to make sure that what I try to do is like make sure I put these out during good time periods. So you might notice they're a little late, or sometimes they'll be a little early. Like next week's weather is really, really, really bad. So I will probably put this out on Saturday night next week, just because that's the last good time period before no, wait. The one for next week will probably come out the middle of the day, Shabbatai, the middle of the day, because that's the last good time period all the way until Madim the following week. So anyway, but we're talking about this week. So you have it on your screen. Of course, if you want, I will post this onto my Instagram page. And if you're unable to get it in from Instagram or screenshot it here, just shoot me an email, sophiaspiritualite@gmail.com, and I'll just send it to you directly. So don't worry if you can't get your hands on this in another way. Just send me an email and I'll send it to you, okay? So for this week, now remember, the cosmic weather can either be good, it can be bad, but the point of the matter is, the worse it is, the more energy we can harvest from it, because that's what they are used to doing, to taking all of the energy from the bad things that are coming in and using it for their bad stuff. So what we want to do is take that bad energy that's coming in and use it for righteousness, because historically it's only been used to do bad things. So if you look at this, but you want to only make decisions and stuff that's important, you want to try and do that during good times. So you want to make the best of the bad energy, but at the same time you want to, if you can, utilize the good energy to amplify what you're doing. So you want to take the bad energy to amplify what you're doing, But if it's something that's pertaining to you specifically, you want to try and line that up with good times. You know what I mean? So what I noticed is, let me see if I can look at last week real quick. Last week, the weather, the space weather was really, really bad, and it affected me really tremendously. Here we go. This is last week, I think, right? 17th through 23rd, right? Okay, so last week, it was all right all the way through Zedek, right? And then Zedek, it was like terrible. And that's when I had a lot of problems on Zedek. And then Friday, Noga, I felt better. And then my Shabbatai, I was feeling much better, even though technically the space weather got worse. And so what I noticed for myself in last week's report is that um, I wasn't able to completely stop the bad cosmic weather from affecting me, but I was able to harvest that and turn it around for Noga and for Shabbatai. So it did get to me, but I was able to turn it around as it was prolonged. So I think that's another thing. When we have long blocks of good and long blocks of neutral, we should try and just prolong those, right? So the best that we can, right? The best that we can. We're just experimenting. These are just all experiments. All right, so let's go back and look at this week. So again, this week, Shemesh, this is basically between now and noon. If you have any decisions you have to make, this is pretty much going to be the best time to get that done. Lanava from Salam to Nadalan is neutral, so that's also a time when you can try and make decisions, apply for stuff, whatever it is, because the next time that's going to be good for that is going to be Salam on Madim, from Salam to Tamur. That's going to be a good period. And then we go into another kind of not so good period. I put very bad. And so I put very bad, awful, and really bad. Very bad is worse than really bad, and awful is the worst. So the reason I put it like that is because the chart where they have it is really confusing. So I just try to make it simple. So you know that awful is the absolute worst time to make a decision for yourself. But awful periods, you can really harness the energy to turn it back around on them. So I know at Thamor, I usually try and make sure I do my my shrine. So you can, especially like Shabbatai, and also even Shemesh today. Well, it's kind of, well, no, because you still got 1 o'clock and 8 o'clock. You can do something today, but you can really call up the bad the other fellows to really do some trouble, because that's where they would feel more comfortable as they operate, right? So that's how I'm looking at it. So like I know Kokav or Salam, neutral time, that means I call the good and the bad, and it'll pretty much I'll get whichever side it is. But like Sadet, Sadek is, it's not all bad. Oh no, Noga morning. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that my table is specifically set for, and I'm very specific about who needs to be on the recipient end of the tape recorder, who needs to be on the negative end of that, because the energy will be really bad and on Noga from Salam to Tamur. And so it should be pretty easy to get that energy to do its job, because that's the energy that resonates with them. So it's all about figuring out the resonance. So if you know that you do not resonate well during the red periods, and of course you just want to monitor this is just an experiment. I don't know, I see it working for me, and I've been able to harness as much of it as possible, but I'm in doing this, I'm hoping that we get some more understanding and clarification on how to make this really work for us, so that we are able to harness all of the energy, not just the good, but also the bad energy. And so that just takes a little bit more trial and error, since this is not something someone else is doing. I didn't get this from somewhere else. I just saw the information and realized if there's good and there's bad energy, that means we can use it, good and bad. How do we use the good and how do we use the bad, right? Bad for them, because it doesn't have to be bad for us. We are fully capable of taking in every cosmic thing that the universe gives out. It's some of the others are not capable, right? Gentiles. Some of the others are specific. So, as you can see, if you have decisions and stuff that you really need to get done that's really important, Kokav from Salam to Zedek and Natalan, that's going to be your best time for the week. Also, what you want to try and do is harness as much of that energy as you can to kind of push you through. Maybe Noga's not going to be so bad. Shabbatai's not going to be so bad. But the following week, we don't get reasonable cosmic weather until literally Tamur on Madin. So, you want to have as much reserves built up. And then we're also going to be fasting. So, yeah, you want to have as much reserves built up by the start of next week, once we start our fast, as possible, right? And so I'm also hoping that we'll be able to monitor how this cosmic weather affects us during the fast, so that we can also hopefully tap into that, and that could be something else that we use to amplify what we're doing. So this is all just experimentation. There's no books or anything about this. This is just something that the Spirit gave me, right? So let's go ahead and do our reading. And of course, we're going to use a regular deck, and this is just so they can appeal to a wider audience of potential viewers and whatever. So, all praise and all glory go to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Enoch, Moses, and Solomon. We ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few minutes, so that we can get some messages that will help us to navigate through the week. To the earthly mother, we thank her for always being with us and walking with us along the path. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushua and his perfect example. And to the angels whom we have already called in, we ask that you give us a message that's clear, that's accurate, that's easy for us to understand, and even easier for us to implement. We will report back to the Most High when you have fulfilled this covenant with us. We know that we are terrible, terrible clients, but of course we appreciate all your hard work and service to the kingdom. So we just again ask that you give us a message that's clear, that's accurate, that's on time, so that we can best use this to serve, to be of service to the kingdom, just like you are a perfect example of servants to the kingdom. All right, so no cards fell out. Remember, this is 5 cards. All right, so our first card is the Queen of Batons in reverse. All right, and you'll see them pop up. You might see them pop up. Okay, now I know where to put them. All right, our next card is the Hermit, which is 9. Seems like we got the Hermit last week too. I gotta pull that up. Then our next card is the Ace of Cups in reverse. And this would be like Madim to Kokav. Yeah, that looks about right. Then we have the 10 of Coins, which would be Kokav into Zedek. 10 of Coins. I'm probably going to have to pull this back. And then our last one is going to be the 2 of Batons or 2 of Wands. I'm just going to slide this back. There we go. I need some more space. 5 cards is a lot. The 2 of Batons, 2 of Wands. All right, so let's see what all of this means, how we can use it. All right, so our first card is the Queen of Wands in reverse. We are grounded in reality, which is a change. Queen of Wands in reverse. So this card means irritability, seeking durable relationships, jealousy, poorly laid plans, accusatory, domineering, deceitful, and distrustful, difficulty expressing ideas. So that's for Shemesh now, kind of through into Lanava. So just watch out for plans that don't go to order. Watch out for, thinking you're going to be able to get certain things done, but it doesn't quite work out. Um, Being able to express your ideas clearly so people understand them. So don't feel bad if the words are not coming out the way that you want. It's kind of like that's the way the cosmic weather is flowing. But again, you can reverse this. So the whole idea is why I use the cards too is so that we're also given ideas for how to reverse this. So if we were going to reverse this energy back that's coming in, right? This is what we're being given, that we're going to have problems expressing ideas, right? The best thing we could do would be to be practical, have meaningful expression, be self-confident, sincere, insightful, self-mastery, good time to work on ourselves, be friendly, trust others to do their part, sustain a vision, nurture your spirit, independent, creativity, warmth, be strong-willed, loyal, imaginative, form a whole concept, be willing to help others. Ideas need continuous cultivation, leadership, and a good planner. So to reverse this energy, we would want to focus a lot on ourselves and our responses to things so that when people come at us, we just don't be irritable towards them, like I was this morning towards my daughter. Or we don't want to just have plans that are poorly laid. We want to, when we make a plan, we want to have thought it all the way through. We don't want to be deceitful or distrustful. So, of course, being honest. This is where you could do a lot of work on yourself, and you could bring that work on yourself into fruition, right? So that's what I would suggest for to turn that energy around and make the most of it. Okay, so just make good, strong plans and follow through with them. Which sounds easy, but for some reason it seems like it's going to be pretty difficult. So we got the 9 card next, which is the Hermit, and so this would be like Lanava and Tumadim. So this card means seek personal enlightenment, so more seeking personal enlightenment. Patience is required, guiding others by example, wisdom, forging a new path, old ways yield to new ways, prudence, progress, personal growth, introspection, contemplation, and evaluation. So again, if when we come across people, we don't respond to them where they are, instead we're friendly with them, we try and give them a better response than what we would what we're inclined to, then we will continue on with that from Shemesh into Lanava, where we will where we will have patience, we will guide others by example, we'll follow a new path, old ways yield to new ways, progress. So we'll make progress, but we just have to be careful about how we respond to people, and respond to people in as much patience and love as we can, and just be very diligent in the plans that we make, right? And I'm sure that's going to come up in our Ace of Cups, especially since that's in reverse. And so in reverse, this card means emotional, and this would be Madim into Kokav, right? Kokav, really. So this means emotional upset, change, delays, unrequited love. Okay, so if we wanted to reverse this particular energy that's coming in with this Ace of Cups in reverse, we would feel emotional fulfillment, we would be inspired, we would be productive. So if you're not normally productive on Kokav, see, we have good energy coming in, right? But a lot of people are going to be distracted from that Madim energy, which is really bad and awful. So if you find a way, any way to do something productive on Kokav, you will be able to tap into all of the abundance, all of the joy, the inspiration, the perfection, the fountain of life, the inspiration. You'll be able to tap into important relationships. You'll be able to make a positive change, You'll have pure and noble feelings. You'll be able to tap into that love and that overflowing happiness. But if you come out of Madim and on Kokav, you get nothing done. You're just like completely unproductive, even though there's really, really good energy on Kokav. Like, I'm already thinking about what I'm going to get done on Kokav. Kokav is my day anyway, so I'm really going to like push to get a lot of stuff done on Kokav. Not like last week, I didn't actually tap into the energy the way that I needed to, and I don't know why, but now I'm going to make sure I personally refer back to this reading during the week instead of just like putting it out there for y'all and then like going with whatever happens. That's a bad idea. Right? So, yes, otherwise, if you just let things go with how they're going to go on Kokav, you're going to be upset. It's going to be delays. It's going to be a lot of problems. So we can reverse that energy for us. We have good energy coming in. Make sure you make the most of your Kokav. Be as productive as, I mean, even if it's just one thing you're able to get done on Kokav, that will tap you into all of the abundance that's available coming through on Kokav, okay? So our next card, and that'll lead you right into the Ten of Coins, right? Because coins is our earth card. This grounds us. This will be Zedek into Noga. So you really need that because the energy on Zedek is pretty bad. So you want to be able to tap into, here we go, the Ten of Coins. You want to be able to tap into that, to that energy that you've stored up by getting something done on Kokav, right? So this means prosperity, joy. This is the Ten of Coins, I'm sorry. Prosperity, joy, stability, expansion, earnings, favorable placement, good investment, planning, sense of alignment in life, things fall into place. Okay, so if you are able to, this is really, really, really important. If you are able to accomplish something on Kokav, Kokav is going to be your turning point of the week. If you let things just go naturally on Kokav, you are going to have a hard time for the rest of the week. And I know that this Ten of Coins is a good card, but because it's after this reverse Ace of Cups, it is telling me that if you don't get this is like the wheel that came up today for our reading. If you, or maybe you'll see it later, if you don't turn this cup upside down on Kokav, you are not going to be able to tap into this abundance that's coming through on Zedek. It's gonna go right past you because the energy is not that great, and it's gonna be really, really easy to just let the whole thing pass by you. And so what will happen is you'll have disruptions, problems with legacy, you'll have money problems, you'll just be wasting a lot of money. So if you get your Kokav right, this is very, very, very important. If you get your Kokav right, if you are productive on Kokav, you will have access to the abundance that's coming in on Zedek into Noga. But if you let your Kokav go and you just, like I did last week on Kokav, sleep the whole day away and feel like I got nothing done, you will not be able to tap into what's coming on Zedek. It will just pass you right by. This is really important, especially people who have a lot of problems right now like me. You got to get something done on Kokav. You've got to follow through with as much. I mean, Kokav, you got all the way from midnights, from Salam on Kokav, all the way through Temor on Zedek. That's going to be pretty good energy. You got to do something to tap into it. You want to make the most of that energy, as much of that energy as you can, all right? Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of problems. It's going to be a lot of problems come Zedek into Noga. It's going to be terrible. So you have time now to just think about it and implement it. So let's look at we have the Two of Wands. That's our last card. The Two of Wands, and this card is upright. So again, if you tap into your Kokav and you put that reverse energy upright, you will and I would say that the beginning of the week is also important too, but it's not going to affect you as much as the Kokav energy, because basically, I mean, I'm sorry, before I read this, you have the Hermit right there, and it's kind of blocking off this Shemesh and Lanava energy, right? And instead of this energy hitting you as hard, it's kind of creating a barrier. It's giving you an opportunity to, like me, get my attitude together for Shemesh, which it hasn't been great. Get my attitude together so that I can really put a big push behind getting as much done on Kokav as I possibly can, right? So if you get your Kokav right, if you get that in order, by the time you get to Noga into Shabbatai, now Shabbatai, this will be the first Shabbatai that's not awful all day. So this will be a good Shabbatai to get things done, right? So if you are able to get this in order, this is the point I've been trying. This is the big climax of the reading. You'll have attainment of goals. You'll have energizing new ideas. You'll have financial success. You'll have fulfillment. You'll have earned success. You'll listen to good advice. You'll have carefully planned new goals. You'll have spiritual journey or spiritual growth. You will use your potential well. You will begin studies or a course of action to gain goals. So if you're able to reverse this tribulation, this trial that's going to come through on Kokav, and you're able to bring it into the upright position and really get few things done, you will ride through the rest of the week, and everybody will be not really great, but you will be fine. And not only will you be fine, you'll reach your goals. You'll have financial success. You'll have earned success. So you have to really push through Kokav. It's going to be tough because you even have the Hermit. He's not even looking at today Shemesh and Lonava. That's way less important than Kokav. He's got his total energy focused on the what are those things called? The timepiece. And then you have a timepiece that's pouring out in the next period. So that's why it's extreme. That's a clear sign that it's extremely important to get your Kokav right and really get your energy focused on accomplishing a few things on Kokav. You know, you will accomplish some things on Kokav if you try. You have to make the effort, and it's going to be a lot of upside down stuff that will keep you from making that happen. But as long as you put forth the effort, you will get through your Kokav, and you will ride the rest of the week, and everybody will be suffering, and you will not be suffering. Two of Wands, yeah. You will be you will have success. You will have financial success, you will have business success, you will have personal and spiritual success, you know, but you got to get through this, whatever this test is that's coming in on Kokav. You got to get through it, okay? So I do hope this is helpful. We'll just go ahead and close because I can write this stuff down on my own, and oh my gosh, 30 minutes, I'll get this out to you. So all praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Enoch, Moses, and Solomon. We thank you for allowing us to speak to the angels for a few moments. We would like to report back that they gave us a message that was clear, that was accurate, that was timely, and that will help us to better do your will for this week. So we would like that to be added to their record. Oh my goodness, I hear my child. So we acknowledge the earthly mother and thank her for all of her hard work with us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother and thank him for everything that he's done and setting that perfect example. And to the angels who are here with us, we thank you so much for your hard work. We appreciate everything. We have reported back that you fulfilled your covenant with us, and we are extremely grateful for everything that you've done. So, to the spirits who are here with us, you're invited to go in peace. To my beloved viewers, you're invited to be at peace. And always remember, the Most High is your peace. Shalom, everyone, and we'll see you for the very next reading.